Hello everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the Cherubium 3-pack, the poncho, and some very interesting customizations you can do at home to add a little variety and depth to this play experience. So first up, very easy hack you can do. As you can see, I have the bunny head here, and he is wearing the hat. How was this possible? Well, if you simply take an X-Acto knife and cut along the brim, you can squeeze his ears right out through there, and it has a really nice snug fit. And it looks like he's gonna go to a local coffee shop and get himself a Frappuccino. So that's very nice. That's a cool look. We like that. Generally, I'm very excited about these three heads. I think they're fantastic. We obviously have the lizard head here. We got the bunny. We got the crow and or raven. There are some looks that you can achieve quite easily. So this is our standard poncho here. Beautiful sculpting by Erwin Papa. Very complex piece to sort of pull off so that it sort of slips on and slips off and, you know, works with all the figures we have, or the majority of them. You can see here, it's a softer material, slides right on, looks beautiful. We love the look, don't we, folks? I gotta give credit for these sort of hacks to Matt Dowdy, because he was experimenting in his workshop and came up with these. So by taking an X-Acto knife and making a very simple incision along this seam line here, you can actually get a bit of movement out of this arm, and it still looks pretty good. This arm moves okay in the poncho. This one is sort of stationary while you're wearing it, even though this is a softer temperature of plastic. With a simple cut right there, you can also get some movement out of that arm. As always, if you're using sharp items, parental supervision, even if you're in your 40s, I still want your parents there to watch and make sure you don't get a boo-boo. So that's the first one that you can do. Very simple, very efficient. And then if you want to get a little more extravagant, you can either take some sort of model snippers, or I have this little pair of scissors that are very good. You could follow the seam line up until the armor pieces. And if you go about it very carefully, actually I think I'm going to switch to the X-Acto just for this part right here. It's a little more complicated. If you just sort of simply follow the seam line, and really you can choose where it begins and ends. I'm going to use this handkerchief line as sort of the ending point of this cut. Gotta go very careful. You also want to make sure you're not poking all the way through and damaging the back of the garment. But you can see with a couple cuts, starting to get that all sorted out. And we're going to cut down there, easy enough. Cut right here. Another cut this way. It's always good to sort of go in the direction of a part line. Keep your fingers free of the trajectory of the blade. Probably goes without saying, but you never know. And I'm trying to be as precise as possible and match it up to this kind of sash deco over here. One final cut, and I think that should just about do it. Look at that, popped off easily. Now you can go in and kind of trim any flash that's still there, but largely, if you have a sharp X-Acto blade, it's going to work really well. And then, what you have here is essentially just kind of a shoulder armor look, which is really fantastic. And this is going to obviously provide for you a much greater range of motion. So the options are there. You know, you guys can make this whatever you want it to be. I think also Dowdy went in and did one following this line here, which is a bit more complex, and got rid of this back cape. It's really probably one of our most versatile pieces when it comes to customizing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody comes up with. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this has inspired you. I want to see all those builds as soon as these guys arrive. And the only thing left to say is pizza out.